All right, my runner friends, you know who you are. We are going to do some stretches so we can keep our hips loose. This can be done after running, before running, any time of the day, but just as a reminder of some of the movements that you can do, let's get started. We are going to start by a famous and easy forward fold, but first we're going to reach all the way up to the sky and get a back bend into that forward fold. So back bend it out, pushing hips forward, big inhale, exhale, reach all the way to the floor, coming into our forward fold. So in here, I'm pulling my hips to the sky, tipping my belly button down to the floor, and I have a little bend in my knees. I did take my running shoes off, which feels good on my feet, so I would consider, or I would highly recommend it, unless of course you're somewhere where you can't take your shoes off. So just let those arms hang loose. Head directly to the floor, top of my head is pointing down to the floor, just above my toes. Good, still thinking about tipping my belly button down and tailbone up. And we're gonna go through this stretch series just as long as you should be holding each movement. So hang out with me here for a little bit and then we'll adjust accordingly to a new move. Full breath in, full breath out. In and out through your nose if you can, or in through your mouth and out through your nose, but really filling up that rib cage, expands with your breath, and exhale, you fold. We're gonna look forward, we're gonna reach forward and bend our knees, and then we're gonna come up to our toes, and then we're gonna shift back and pull our toes to the sky. So just rock forward up onto the toes and back and toes to the sky. Reach forward, toes. Back, toes to the sky. One more. Forward up onto our toes and hold. Rock back, toes to the sky. Beautiful, flat feet. I'm gonna reach for my ankles, reach for my shins, crawl myself all the way up. Good, shoulders back. Taking my right side. I'm taking my right side and I'm going to cross it over my left. Make sure my hips are square, shoulders are square. Starting here, making sure I have my balance. See how this feels. Taking now my right leg is over, so I'm gonna take my right arm up and over. Left is kind of pushing that hip. So I'm pulling this rib cage up off of my hip. Biceps is up and over ear. It's like I'm trying to reach a wall on my left side. Big breath in, big breath out. One more, and then we're gonna switch up and over other side. Good, one more big breath in and out. Back to center, both arms come up. Reach forward first, I'm bending at my hips are going back, my heart is coming forward. I'm gonna reach for my knees, shins, toes, or the floor, wherever I'm at here. Tipping my belly button down and my tailbone up. Hanging here. Hanging out, breathing. Try to be in the moment. Take your breath and take your attention to wherever you feel like you need it, like up into my hip, the outside of my left leg, I can feel that. Try not to think about what you got to do next today or what's going on. Try to be present in your body and kind of feel the feels. Feel the stretch and release in each side. Take one more full breath in and out, and you can reach for and crawl yourself back up into a standing. I would like to take a little shoulder roll and shake out. Then we're gonna switch sides, so now my left is gonna go over my right. So whether I can line up my toes or if I need to step forward a little bit and cross those, whatever feels best for your body. My hips, I want to square up with my shoulders. Now my left is over my right, so I'm gonna start with my left arm, up and over. Right is gonna just kind of give a little press on my right hip over towards the left, so I feel a nice stretch here, and I'm thinking about really releasing and pulling that rib cage up off of that left hip. Taking a couple breaths, really fill it up. Big in, big out. The goal here is to get at least 10 minutes of stretching. So we're in this together. I might go a little over 10 minutes. Nice, big inhale and exhale. Switching up and over. Now I'm pulling my right rib cage up off of that hip once again. Little push. Feels good. Now you might notice one side is tighter than the other. You might notice both sides are tight today. You might notice you feel amazing today. Just take notice. That's the important thing. Big inhale, exhale, both come up. Reach forward, so I'm pushing my hips back. My heart's forward. I'm reaching, if this feels good and I'm right here and I want to tip that belly button down and I feel a really good pull here and I don't want to go any further, that works. Or we can come down as far as comfortable. Reach in for the mat or your toes or your shins. Here we go. We're tipping belly button down, tailbone up. And here we go. Hang out here with me for a little bit. Not coming out of it yet. Bring your mind back to your body. Feel the feels. You should be able to wiggle your toes. Belly, ribs, chest. Expand with that breath. Let it all in, let it all out. In through the mouth, out through the nose, and then in and out through the nose if we can. Good, crawl it up, coming up, nice and easy on this side. And we're gonna release, shake it out a little bit. All right, we're gonna take right foot, it's gonna stay, left is going to go parallel to the middle, or I'm sorry, perpendicular to the middle of that foot. That hip's gonna go out, I'm gonna reach and tip over. Open up. So it's like I have a wall behind me. I know there's a wall behind me, but it's like I'm putting my, even if I do that, hey, let's do that. Look at that. So trying to get into that wall behind me, if you do have a wall, we can do that. But my lower hip is pushing forward, my top hip is pushing back. I can even take and open that shoulder up a little bit more. As a runner, as a beginning runner, shoulders get tight, shoulders get sore until you find that space when you are running. You gotta remember to keep the shoulders down away from the ears and not hold any tension there. Up, switch, so switch feet, boom, boom, perpendicular, that hip goes out, I'm gonna reach, dip, open up that side. I can tell left side in my world many times is tighter than my right. Sometimes it feels awesome. Sometimes I can feel it more than others. It's all good. Big inhale, big exhale. And come back. Now we are going to find the wall. We are finding the wall because we are going to put our feet on the wall. We're going to start with our feet up and a nice outer or inner thigh, inner hip stretch. So my feet are on the wall and I'm going to try to open those knees up and get my butt as close to the wall as I can. A little pressure on those knees. Nice open. This is a yogi squat at the wall. So if you can get your butt as close to the wall as you can and just kind of open up. A lot of times folks will have tightness and pressure in the groin area. This is a good move to release that. If you want to hang out in any of these positions longer than we do on this video, please do. It feels good. In this position, I'm also pushing my lower back into the floor. So I'm pushing my lower back into the floor and I can feel more of a pull in through my groin area. Nice big breath in and out. Then I'm going to bring my feet up the wall, toes together. So this is good for the hamstrings. Arms can go out or up. This is just one of many stretches that we can do. This is just a series to take you through so you can get through your 10-ish minutes of stretching. After we're up the wall here, we can do side. So I can figure 4 up here to open up this hip. If I have a space to take and put it up on my leg, I can do that as well and open that up. Or if it feels a lot better for me, I can bring that foot and just bring this in as well. So whatever feels better for your hip, whichever space you need there, adjust accordingly. And then we hold that side. Hanging out here, breathing, feeling the feels. Take your mind to the muscles that you feel are stretching and releasing, and allow the stretch and release. Try not to hold that stretch. Sometimes when I'm holding here, I'm active through my shoulders. I kind of want my shoulders to chill out and still bring that knee in. Nice, and then we switch to our second side. So then my left, I can either figure 4 it up this way, leave it by my leg this way, whatever feels better. Feeling the feels. My left side is definitely tighter than my right today. It's all good. So whatever position, we're gonna release the left. Go back up the wall. I like to go into a nice wide. This opens as well, so tipping tailbone down and pushing into the floor. If you do have some inner thigh / groin tightness. And you can work that stretch a little further with each exhale, or as you release, as you feel some lengthen and releasing through. Full breath in. Full breath out. Together into a nice little butterfly legs is my last position. And you can hang out here as long as you like, or put those feet back up to the wall, and then we dismount the wall, and we're all set.